And you guys are all on. Welcome to another team call. It is the last team call of August, so it's been a very full month. There's been a lot of amazing things happen, from convention to promotions to the new pressed shadows are already available. You guys, those 6 colors in the mauve rose are going to be perfect for fall. It's a great time to start creating those fall inspired sweater weather kind of looks. Even if you're at 100 degrees like we are today here, today's National Pumpkin Spice Latte Day. So, I mean, we can really make this, like, it's time to start transitioning into a fall mindset. And with that comes a lot of things. September is right around the corner, and this is officially going to be a whirlwind if you take your business seriously. September, October, November, and into December are historically my highest selling months ever. And not just mine, like, I'm not special, I'm not some pretty little unicorn. Just across the board, September, October, and November are huge sales months. And what do huge sales months mean? They mean huge promotion months. So if you are somebody that's looking to go pink status, somebody looking to go blue status, somebody looking to go green status, now is the time. I imagine seeing several big promotions from this team in the next couple of months, and I can't wait to see who it is. I've got ideas, but I can't wait to see who rises to the occasion and manifests something amazing, because the opportunity is dangling like a little carrot out in front of you, and all you have to do is put forth a little bit of effort to make that happen. I wanted to talk, last week we talked about, it was requested that we talk about how to make our Facebook Lives a little bit more exciting and get a lot more people and a lot more viewers on our Facebook Lives. So as I was going through the week, I wrote down several things. I had one more thing that I remembered today. I want to write that down too so that I don't forget. As I went through the week, as ideas and as things that I do came up, I wrote them down on this list. That's why there's a bunch of different colors, because I just picked up whatever pen was handy. So there's a couple of things that you want to do to increase your Facebook viewership. The first one is to make sure that your profile is public. If your profile is listed as private or only show friends, you're not going to get a response from the shares. What's going to happen when someone shares your video? Let's say I share Sheila's video because I'm proud of her for going live. If her Facebook page is set to private, nobody that I share it with is going to be able to see it. It's going to come up as page unavailable. And so you're really limiting yourself if your page is set to private. So make sure that you go into your settings and make it public. And I know some people are very weird about, or they're very protective over their personal information. And this is what I have to say. Anybody that's negative, you can block and delete, right? You don't have to have those kind of people in your life. But the truth is, once it goes on the internet, it's on the internet forever, and anybody can find it, no matter what you think Facebook securities are, and no matter what you think Snapchat is. If somebody really wants to find information on you, if you load it to the internet, they're going to be able to find it. So there is no true protection. There is no true security when it comes to Facebook, other than not being on Facebook. Okay? So don't feel like you have to protect your information. Like, just make it public and use it as a business. I don't use Facebook personally anymore. I use it professionally. And because it's a professional tool and because it's a professional resource, everything that I do is intentional and deliberate and focused. Just like we talked about last week, it's a business tool. So make your page public ASAP. It's going to widen, then it's going to help you cast a wider net when it comes to attracting a bigger audience and asking people to share and like on your things. Another really important thing is that you're consistent. And I'm not talking about just consistent on going live. I'm talking about consistently showing up in people's news feeds. It might just be a post. It might be a share of somebody else's video. It might be a picture or one of those food videos or a funny cat video or whatever, a motivational thing. Your name needs to consistently be showing up in people's news feeds. That way, we're breaking down that barrier in their brains so that they're going to be more open to you because they've seen your name, they've seen you post. It's subconsciously warmed them up for your next live. So when I say be consistent, I don't mean be consistent just when it comes to going live. I mean being consistent with every day, 3 to 5 times a day posting. So you're hitting those people in their news feed, and then they can like those posts, and because they like those posts and because they comment on those posts, then Facebook's going to recognize that they like you, and they're going to show them your video when it comes up in their timeline. Another thing that I like to do, I don't have these in any specific order. I literally just wrote them down anytime they came to my mind. So the next one is to reply to every comment, especially if you've only got a few viewers, okay? After your live is over, go back in and comment on every single comment. Reply to them. Say, thank you for showing up. Say, oh, yeah, haha, that was so funny. Or you and me too, girl, or whatever. Spawn some conversation, because unless you've got thousands and thousands of followers, you are not too big to take the time to go and comment on every single person. And if you feel like, oh, I don't have time for that, then you also don't have time to grow your business. Then you also don't have time to make money. Then you also don't have time to promote and be successful. It's the small little tasks like this that propel your business forward. Going in and sending those little comments is a huge game changer because you're actually connecting with people that want to interact with you. Like, there's no better people to talk to than the people that are showing up on your lives. Okay, so that's a huge thing that you can do is after your live is over, just go in, hit like, heart, comment on every single comment that was made. At least do that. At least give them a like or a heart, even if you don't have to comment. Like maybe they were just saying hello. You don't have to respond to every single hello, but you can give them a heart, right? Okay, and then another thing that I do, and I found this to be huge for getting my numbers up, is I send private message thank yous. I just randomly choose 5 people from my live, usually 5 people that I have not usually, always 5 new people. It's never the 5 same people. And I go to 5 people that came on my live, shared my live, commented on my live, and in addition to commenting and replying in the comment thread, I send them a message and I say, thank you for coming on my live. I really appreciate it. Or thank you for sharing my live. It means the world to me to have your support. And that goes a long way with garnering trust and respect and good feel-good vibes. And when people know that you have a gratitude attitude, they're more willing to do it more frequently. Okay, so, and it also creates I think we talked about this last week, a no pressure based conversation, because you're not asking them for anything. You're not hitting them up for a sale. You're just saying thank you. And it means a lot to people because nobody's got manners anymore. You know, you see it all the time. Like somebody, like I'll hold the door for somebody and they just walk through and I'm like, you can't even say thank you. Like there's just a lack of manners these days. So the more you can get out there and thank people and let them know that you appreciate them, the more it's going to garner goodwill on their behalf to like share for you and maybe buy from you and maybe want to be a part of whatever you're doing. It's going to make big strides for that. Before you go live, there's a few things that you can do to kind of like prime your live algorithm. And what I do is I use all of the Facebook things within 30 minutes of going live. I go into my stories. I try to do a a Facebook story. I try to send some messages to people. I will comment on a few comments in my thread. I will like something. I'll try to share something if I can. I'll go in my VIP group and I'll post a little video. I try to use all of the Facebook features so that they can see that ding, 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 Marie is working, she's on, she's interacting. Let's give her a little like boost. And what Facebook does, their algorithm then says, okay, well, let's show her video to more people. That's a huge way to prime your thing. Another part of that is like a spin-off is you could send messages, private messages to all of the people that are your regular viewers or just anybody that might have come on once and say, hey girl, I loved having you on my live last time. I'm going live at 6 o'clock tonight. I hope to see you there. Again, you're not asking them to buy anything. You're not asking them to sign up for anything. You're just asking them to come and join you on your next live. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. So you could send out like a bunch of messages of that as well, letting them know when you're going to be online so that they can some people will try to like make sure that their schedule is free so that they don't miss it. I have people all the time that say, when are you going to do your Monday mantra? I hate when I miss the Monday mantra. I have to be on for it. I'll have people message me. I had one lady message me and say, what time are you doing Foodie Friday? And what food are you going to cook so that I can go to the grocery store and buy those things and cook along with you? Okay, people, if they love you and if you've created this good energy, they're going to want to be on when you're on, because that's when they're going to get to interact with you. That's when they get friend time. Okay. So shoot them some messages. Start sending out messages that say, hey, I'm going to go live at 5 o'clock. I'll see you guys later tonight. You can also post that on your main Facebook wall. It's not going to be as effective because of the algorithm as a private message, but also, you know, it still works, right? So that's another way, is to post warning them that you're going to go live, or send the messages letting them know that what your intention is. Another great way to get your lives more interaction is to ask them to vote before you go live. Say, I have a date night coming up on Friday. I'm going to test out some looks tonight. Would you guys rather see me try look A or look B? And then let them kind of like start to vote and go at it. And again, when Facebook recognizes that people are commenting on your stuff and that they like what you're doing, then it's going to boost your algorithm. And all of the people that voted are going to feel like they want to see the look to see if they won, if they were the right one, right? Because our egos are our egos. The ego does what the ego does. It wants to win. It wants to be right. That's just how it goes. So if you're tapping into that primal nature of your viewers, it's going to help boost. They're going to come on. They're going to want to see that they were right. Okay, and then the last thing is an option. This is a really good option, especially if you're one of the ladies on the team that works a full-time job and doesn't have flexibility, because I have flexibility and I go live randomly. It's like, when can I fit it in? Because I got to do my government job, then I got to teach yoga, then I got to take my kids here, and then I'm going to go live, and then I'm going to go do 800 things after that. But if you are on a beautiful routine where you work a set hour to a set hour Monday through Friday, say 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, you can create a set live schedule at this time on this day, even if it's only one day a week, even if you just commit to doing the Sunday sleigh, right? Where you go live on Sundays, everyone is going to start to know that and expect it on Sundays at 7. Because I like alliterations. You guys know I love that. On Sundays at 7, we're going to slay, right? And even if you don't do another live, brand the Sunday 7, right, into people's mind. Use that throughout the week. Don't forget, Sunday 7 coming up. I can't wait to see you. I've got a fun look we're going to try, right? Like, there's lots of ways to start to do it, and then people are going to start to remember that, and then it's going to be consistent enough for them to start showing up every Sunday at 7. That's why people love TV shows. You know when your show's on. You know when Grey's Anatomy's on. You know when Scandal's on. It's only on once a week, and you're telling me they're not getting millions of viewers? You don't have to go live every day. You just have to give really good content when you're live and be consistent enough that people can count on you to show up when you say you're going to show up. All right. So those are some of my tips and tricks to help your lives be more successful. I want to open it up for questions because, I mean, I don't have like 1 million viewers or anything like that, but I do regularly get 50 to 80 on average on any given live. So I feel like all of you would love to have those kind of numbers, right? That's all I can teach you is how to get those numbers. And maybe by the time you start getting those numbers, I'll be getting more numbers and I'll have new tricks. But for now, I'm trying to give you what it takes to get 50 viewers at once.
I'll take it. I'm lucky to get 2 this month.
That's all right, Susan. 2's better than none. And if you start working those people and you start asking them for shares, oh yeah, that's another thing I wanted to say. A share giveaway. Like, share my videos with your friends, and at the end of the month, I'm going to do a giveaway. You guys know I do that all the time. It's been really helpful. I usually get 10 to 15 shares per video. Now, I do go live 3 to 4 times a week, so that's a lot of people sharing. But if you only have 2, work those 2. 2 is better than 0.
Got it.
And think baby steps. Don't think about taking 2 to 20. Think about taking 2 to 3, and 3 to 4, and 4 to maybe 6. Maybe you get a little like boost, and then maybe you're suddenly at 8. Okay? Don't feel like you have to jump from 0 to 60. Just find one more person. And if you do some of these things, like sending out messages and replying to every comment, I guarantee you'll be having 3 to 5 to 7 in no time.
Well, I had 30, and then all of a sudden I'm getting 1. And it's been like that for a couple of weeks.
I think it's the algorithm. I think it's the Facebook algorithms, and so now they want you to do a little bit more before they give you, and also you want to make sure that some people's settings are, you can, another good tip as it's just come into my mind, post on your page to remind people to click see your content first. Say, I've heard that people are missing my lives. Because you know they are. If only 2 people are coming on and you used to have 30, there are lots of people missing your lives. There are people missing my lives. Make sure you click at the top of my page, follow and see first, so that you always get notifications when I go live.
Got it. Well, I've kind of done that. I sent out a post yesterday saying, seems like it's really quiet around here. I'm wondering if anybody's seeing my post. Said, if you see my post, would you just put yes in the comment section below? I got 1.
Yeah.
I was like,
So that doesn't mean nobody's watching. That means nobody's seeing. Because they're not lurking. Because people, even lurkers will throw you a bone on a question like that. If you say, I think my Facebook's broken, can you guys comment below so that I can make sure that my posts, my posts are being seen? People will usually throw you a bone for that.
Okay.
I didn't see that post.
Okay. I will do it again, girlfriend.
Do it again. And again, make sure your page is public, and make sure you're getting in there and creating these conversations with people so that they get to know you a little bit better in private message and in the comment threads. And what Facebook also loves is if you can get a bunch of people commenting on one thread. So not everybody making their own individual comment on your thing, but if one person makes a comment and then people start replying to that person and everyone's going back and forth, that's a conversation starter, and Facebook goes bananas over that. Like, I had one happen on my Beauty Infusion page, and it got like 40 more likes than anything else. And I think it was just because like 6 or 7 people like lit up that one comment thread, because there was nothing extraordinary about the post. It was a picture. It was just normal. You know what I mean? There There's no significant thing that was a part of that would make it get more viewers and more likes than anything else, other than the fact that Facebook probably showed it to more people. And after reviewing it and stepping back and saying, where is the formula? Because I need some more of this. How do I recreate it? The only thing that I noticed that was even remotely different was all of the little chit-chat conversations going on under one thread.
Okay. Well,
So try to stimulate that. Don't reply to someone's comment as a new comment. Reply to them directly so that it starts to create these little tiny comment threads within your post.
Okay. Okay.
Because I used to do that. I used to just reply to the comment, like just as a new comment and just tag them in it, but it's not as effective.
Okay. I got it. Or I'll get it.
All right.
I don't know if it helps or not. I've heard this and I've just started trying it because my lives went down the shitter. And somebody had told me that if you go back, like when people comment or whatever, you can pick like half of the comments and reply to them or like them, and then wait a few hours or till the next morning and then go back and finish liking the rest, because then that'll continue to pop your live up for more people to see it. So granted, they're seeing the replay, but as they say, money's in the replay. So that's something to try as well. Like I say, I just started doing that myself. I did notice more people I actually had somebody from the UK on my live. That's never happened before. So maybe
something's working. Something's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good tip. I never thought about that, but I guess it does make sense because it means the post is popular and has staying power, right? It wasn't just like a flash in the pan popular, but by you doing that, whatever the bot is that watches it says, well, look, it's exciting again. We should maybe show this around. So thanks, Michelle. Does anybody else have any tips, like anything that you guys want to talk about for your lives, things that you feel like is working or questions you might have? Good job. Amber did her second live tonight. It was so cute. Your son is adorable. I'm going to make you like Emily from my DS game, is what he kept saying.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm like sweating.
Well, you had you had like a shield because he was like the main attraction. You didn't have to do anything but sit there.
Yeah.
You can bring him on every time.
I'm so unorganized and not ready. So
I thought you did great.
Thank you.
Don't beat yourself up. You did great. I'm proud of you. Okay, so anybody else have questions about lives? Oh, here's another thing, and I can't believe I forgot to write this down. I want to say this too. Ask questions in your live, okay? It really helps if you ask questions. I know this is going to sound silly, and you want to find one that works for you, but I've asked questions like, what's your favorite cereal? And you know what happened from that? Everybody started commenting. Then we started talking about snack foods, and then last week, I got a package from some follower in the UK with about 30 different snack items for me to try from the UK. You never know what's going to register with people, but by asking them questions, you're giving them an opportunity to voice their opinion, just like when you put the A or B options. You know, like maybe somebody loves Lucky Charms, or like on my Wednesday wine, I'm like, what's everybody drinking tonight? And then I comment on what they're drinking. Like some lady was drinking Snapple the other night, and I made fun of her, and everybody laughed, and it was funny because nobody freaking drinks Snapple anymore. Like that's not even a thing. And it was just like, they felt like they were in my room with me. Right? So you never know, like, what are you guys making for dinner? Or, you know, what's the last movie you guys saw? I've been thinking about, I want to go to the movies, right? Get those questions out there, just like you do the interactive posts on your lives. It's going to, it's requiring them to comment. Okay. All right. Hey. Now I really think I'm done. Hey, baby. What's up, buddy? Are you getting ready to go to bed?
Yep, I'm getting ready to bed.
Yep. He's so cute. We got puppies. We got babies.
We got it all.
Holly, did you have anything to add about going live and tips and tricks? You usually have pretty good viewers.
Mine have been kind of low lately too. I'm always at like 6:30 in the morning. So it just depends on who catches it and who doesn't. My Friday night or Saturday night ones usually do a little bit better, but I do all the things that you say. Like I go on, I comment and post on Facebook. I reply to every single comment after the live is over, whether it's that night, like Michelle said, sometimes I'll do half and half, because when a post gets new comments on it, they throw it back out in other people's news feeds every time you comment on it. So I try to comment some now and some later.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I try to wait to comment until right before I'm going to go do my next live.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, because sometimes you need to prime. Remember, we talked about priming your live. I'll wait and I'll go and I'll do all the commenting right before I do my next live.
That's a
so
good
all
idea.
those people are going to get notifications that I went live. Okay? Everybody that you comment on is going to get a notification that you went live. So if they came on your last live, then you're going to want them on your next live. All right, loves. Anything else? What do we, I like this idea of you guys telling me what you need, because this was great. I hope you felt like this live viewership, these tips were helpful, especially if you're new to Younique or new to going live. What are some other things you guys would like to talk about? Oh, you guys
I don't know.
everything about everything?
I'm working on my profile right now. We'll see.
Okay.
Give me a week.
You got
Baby
it.
steps. Baby steps.
You got it.
Okay, girlfriend.
All right, my loves. Well, if you think of anything that you want to have training on for next week, shoot me a message. I love you guys. I will talk to you in September to remember. Bye, everybody.
You go, girl.